Hi guys, and welcome back. The shirt looks familiar to you if you watched my last video because I am filming back to back today. I just filmed a video showing you how I applied the Press-On False, there goes the tool, false lashes. This is the ones that have the no glue and you just kind of press them on your lash. They are amazing. So if you haven't checked that video out, please go check it out. So I wanted to film my go-to makeup look. Well, not everything is go-to. A majority of this stuff is go-to. I did buy some new makeup, a majority brow stuff. I've really been trying to get into my brows lately. I have a love-hate relationship with my brows and I think I'm figuring it out. I did take a lot of the tail end off several months ago just to have more of a straight brow. I feel like it lifts my face a lot more, so that's why I did that. But yeah, I have some new stuff here that I have never really tried, and I wanted to get the new Flower Beauty, I think they're the bronzers and the blush, or no, the highlights. And I can't find them anywhere, so I guess that's just what TikTok does nowadays. I'm not really on TikTok, but this is what I'm learning, is that if somebody mentions something on TikTok and it looks great, you can't find it anywhere for a long period of time. So I did self-tan last night. A lot of times the camera really washes me out, but I did self-tan. But I'm going to go in, which is, it's always nerve-wracking to go in with new makeup when you've never worn it. And I'm going out tonight and I'm just ooh, do I really want to do this? But I'm gonna give it a shot. This is the Heart Candy Sheer Envy Perfecting Primer. This one is to minimize lines, pores, and give you a smooth finish. So this is the one I'm gonna be trying. Oh, it's it reminds, is this a silicone-y type? Oh, yeah, it is. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of silicone-y type of primers. Dang, a little bit goes a long way with this. I wish I didn't put as much on. But it's not as bad as some primers. I'm trying to think of that one. I think is it Smashbox? I think it's the Smashbox primer I'm thinking of. That is just I don't know. I'm not a really big fan of it. I've used it and I have it and I probably would use it again if I needed to. It's just there's so many good primers out there anymore that, I don't know. I don't mind this one. It's okay. I guess if it wears good, did it do anything for my pores? Oh, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Probably need to try it several more times with different foundations to really see if I like it, but it's okay. I did buy a new foundation, but I bought it before I self-tanned, so I can't use it, but I wanted to try this. I tried the old school, back in the day when it first came out. Never really liked it, but apparently it's a new formula. They revamped it, yada, yada, yada. Love the pump. So I can't use that today. So that's happening in another video. But what I've been doing lately when I self-tan is for my foundation, use the Vita Liberata. This is the high definition body makeup, the body blur. This is amazing. And I, for the longest time, I have it back here. Hold on. Hold, please. Keep holding. For a long time, I used the Loving Tan Bronze Shimmer. This is beat to death. Luminous Cream. This is in dark. It just has so much freaking glitter in it. So that's what rubs me the wrong way about that. And I still use it and I still loved it. Unless you were right up on me, you wouldn't be able to tell there's a lot of glitter in it, but I used a self-tanning mitt one time to apply it, and then down the road I used that same mitt to apply my self-tanner, and then I was just still covered in glitter. I mean, I looked it just, I just wasn't a huge fan. So a little bit goes a long way with this stuff. So I don't try and overdo it. I work in sections and then kind of spread it out because you don't need a lot of it. And I used this several videos ago. I think it was 2 videos ago when I was applying my makeup, and it's just beautiful. Like, my makeup never looks better. And a lot of times if my self-tan goes on patchy, I will mix some of this with lotion and then apply it, and it evens me out. There's no glitter, there's no shimmer. It's just so hydrating. I need to take this lip gloss off. The formula is great. It's not orangey. Oh, I love it. And I know that they got new packaging. So for the longest time, I was like looking for it and I couldn't find it. And I'm like, oh, you guys redid your packaging. So yeah, this has been my go-to when I self-tan. It's freaking awesome. Which shade is this one? This is Latte. But yeah, I'll just drag some down my neck. But it like instantly just makes everything come together. I remember one time my feet, like my ankles, my feet were pretty patchy, which I was like so mad about. And I went in with this and like I would take a little bit and like dab on it, you know, like just a little bit. And it was perfect. So I was not mad at all. I don't really know what I'm gonna wear tonight, but I might have to go back in and just go down further on my chest. I'm going to dinner later with a couple friends of mine. So I might have to go back in and fix my chest later, but it is just so beautiful on the skin. So beautiful. Like imagine this on your legs. It just, oh, it's so, so good. Oh, I meant to try this. This is the e.l.f. This is new too. The e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I think it is, or what they say, it's like the Charlotte Tilbury dupe for the Flawless Filter. Maybe I'll just go in like this. Where was it? I think I tested it when it first came out and it was dark, like I couldn't use it. When I'm really fair with this, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. With this shade, this is the lightest shade. What shade is this? Shade 1. And it was too dark. So I was like, I'm not gonna be able to wear that. So now that I'm self-tan, I was like, oh, let me try that. Because everybody went like ape shit over it. And I'm like, oh, what is it? Like a highlight? Like that is glowy, girl. It's going over the body blur really beautifully. It gives a nice glow. No glitter, no shimmer. Like very, I don't know, very like natural. I don't know. I really actually like that. So the next thing I'm going to go in with is the Bare With Me Concealer Serum. This is not new. I've used this before. What I have noticed with me lately is less is more. I used to pile on concealer and then I wonder why I look like a cakey disaster. Lately, I've been doing more like thin, even layers, and everything wears better, wears longer. It just looks, so good on the skin instead of just piling makeup on like crazy. And I've been more into like skin lately, like making my skin look beautiful. So that's been my thing when I do wear makeup. Look how pretty. I like it. I forgot my little sponge guy. I really want to take this Peach Perfect powder. Again, I will do thin, even layers. I'll take some on my puff and then kind of rub it out, which people claim it kind of rubs it into the puff. And then I will just make sure to dab out my wrinkles. You guys watch Rose and Ben? That's who I got this technique from. I couldn't remember her name, but that's what she says to do, and her makeup looks so good. Oh yeah, this powder is freaking doing it. It's doing it. Everything's looking so good so far. I'm just gonna do a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, we are off to a great start today. Now I'm going to go in with bronzer. No new bronzers here. No new bronzers. You guys know I'm just boring when it comes to bronzers. I was gonna use a liquid bronzer, but clearly I went a different route, which is okay. This is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade 03. And I don't go crazy with bronzer. I just like a little color. Today, I'm not trying to go crazy. Again, I just like my skin to look just so pretty. Just pretty. Do a little on my nose. Just look like I've been out in the sun, get my sun on. I'm actually wearing a hat tonight, not like a baseball hat. It's like it's one of my Margaritaville hats actually, but it's a stylish little cute little summer hat. Like I literally have my outfits planned for this weekend. But just in case I change my mind, let's pretend that, I don't know, I might switch it up. I've been wearing two different blushes lately. This is a Laura Geller Baked-n-Brighten blush. It is so pretty. It's such a natural looking blush and kind of has a highlighter in it. So like if you really didn't want to wear a highlighter, you wouldn't have to with this. But I mean, let's be real. It's me. I'm going to wear a highlighter. And then I'm going to go in with the Milani Luminoso. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Such a pretty pink. Now I'm curious how this e.l.f. Halo Glow will look over powder. I'm scared. I'm scared. Well, we're never gonna know unless we try, right? So this is just a little bit. All right, it's not looking patchy. Nope, it looks good. I didn't use a ton, because I'm scared. But I think I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. I hit pan on this. This is this? I think it's just the Mega Glow. Oh, Precious Petals. Precious Petals. And just take a little bit of it. This stuff is so pretty. Look at that. Look at this friggin' glow. Look at this friggin' glow. Very pretty. All right, now for setting spray. This is to make it last. Okay, while my face is drying, this is the new brow stuff I got. Now I've tried some of it and some of it I have not. So I first started with, so it was the e.l.f. I'm not gonna use it today, but the e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel, but it's in like the little screw top pot. It kind of reminds me of like the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. But I also bought, so I was using that with my normal like NYX micro brow pencil. And then I'm like, okay, well, let's try the Urban Decay Brow Blade, which it has like the pencil on one side and then the little like wet pen on the other. The issue with this is it's too dark, and this is in the shade, what do they call this? I think they call it Ginger Snap. It's a little dark. So I'm like, okay, not a huge fan. I was using it just because I bought it. The next thing I got was, I've only used it once, the Thick It, Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara. I saw an ad for it on YouTube. She literally like went in with this and her brows were like done in no time. I'm like, that right there. This shade's pretty good. This is the shade Auburn. So it's lighter, than the Urban Decay. It has like little hair-like fibers in it, which is pretty cool. And it fills in your brows in no time. I wore this for the first time yesterday to work. It is awesome. Is that it? Oh, and then I also bought the NYX brow pen in the shade Auburn. This is lighter. This is lighter than the Urban Decay Brow Blade. So this is my OG brow pencil. Again, the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Auburn. So I'm just gonna kind of fill in the bottom here. What I've been doing lately is kind of brushing up a little bit. And again, just trying to give much of like an arch down. And then I'll kind of brush them up again, just so that line isn't so harsh. This isn't really like a brow tutorial. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I've been into brows lately, which usually I hate, loathe doing brows. Now I'm gonna go in with the NYX Lift and Snatch. Lift and Snatch, which there's a learning curve with me with this. So I don't know. We're gonna see here. Okay, cute. I'm not mad at that. It looks like I have a lot more hairs than before. Now I keep wanting to just go and go and go. So I'm not gonna do that. Now I'm just wondering, like, should you go in and do you go in and do this, or am I just gonna screw everything up? Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Thick It and Stick It. And I'm like barely touching my brows. I don't want it to be harsh. I feel like it can go from really nice to harsh very quickly. Yeah, it's much easier to use this when you have actual hairs. Now, do I dare clean this up? I don't want to overly like clean my brows. I'm just gonna do like a little bit. I should have just stuck with the Snatch, Scratch and Snatch stuff, or whatever the hell it's called, and called it a day. Because that was so easy. If you're looking for like easy brows, then use that stuff. Don't do what I just did. All right, y'all, so what do we think? I think I could sit here for 30 minutes and continue to like mess with my brows. But what do you think? What do we think? Honestly, what do we think? Are they too much? Do they look decent? Like, what do we think here? I've got to move on because this is getting out of hand. I'm not really gonna do anything with my eyes or anything. I'm not really gonna do anything with my eyes or anything. Just some waterproof mascara. This is my Holy Grail mascara, the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. Waterproof it. Okay, to finish off this lurk. I just bought, this is another new product, the Covergirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss. I put this on to try it in my last video, my little lash video I did. I love this stuff. Oh my God. It's like, oh, I don't know. It is so good. To me, it's not sticky. Like I could see how somebody could think it's sticky. What shade is this? About You, Coconut's About You. It has a little bit of a smell to it, but it's so good. Like my favorite lip gloss of all time is a Fenty 50. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Fenty Gloss Bomb, I think that's what it's called. Or Sweet Mouth, that's what it's called, Sweet Mouth. This is good. It might be a little sticky, but I also don't feel like it moves. Like sometimes you put a lot of lip gloss on it, it starts like coming down a little bit off your lips. Where you put this, I feel like it stays. I feel like it ain't going anywhere, which I like it. I like that a lot. So the primer so far is holding up really good. Liking it more than when I first initially put it on. So I didn't try a bunch of new stuff. Oh, the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Pretty impressed with this. I wouldn't mind putting this on maybe before foundation just to see if it really does anything. But I kind of mattified myself once I put my powder on, so probably took a little bit of the effect away, but it goes on really pretty on powder, which is a plus. All the brow stuff, I feel like I pretty much explained. I think my go-to is the NYX. Is this all NYX? It is. It is all the NYX stuff. So the NYX brow pen, the NYX micro brow pencil, and the Thick It Stick It thickening brow mascara. These are going to be my new go-to for my brow. I think the brow pen might be deepening the brows up a little bit, but I don't know. I'm curious what your opinion is about the products on my brows. And then the lip gloss, I almost feel like they're tingly. I wonder if this is like a plumping gloss, but I don't think it claims that. Maybe I'm allergic. I don't know. Overall though, I am loving the way my makeup looks. It looks just, the skin looks gorgeous. I'm definitely glammed out, full glam for sure, but the skin is absolutely just on point. Perfect. Love it. Thanks to this stuff. Not sponsored. Not sponsored at all. So that is it for today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to check out my lash video. But that is it. Time to get ready for dinner, and I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks for watching.